kind of a guy who thinks, I'm gonna build a jet engine in my garage.
I needed something to pull, and here it is.
This guy, he's your neighbor. I chose to give him an impossible challenge, to build a jet-powered office chair.
That's good.
This fella out here has created a jet-powered motorcycle, and now we have added an office chair to it. His name is Don John Domenico. You've never heard of him, but if he pulls this off, you will never forget him. This is gonna be unsafe.
Oh my God. No, I like that. Problems.
We need some input, dude. Will it work? Go, everyone! I have no idea! I'm John Bowler. I build stuff. That's the dumbest thing I built all week. I work alongside garage inventors. We're gonna have fun here. Like your wacky neighbor who can make anything out of nothing. I think he's completely out of his mind. Together, we come up with crazy ways to twist their inventions into things that have never been done before. This is really starting to get weird. If anybody can do it, these guys can. Cross your fingers and move away from your TV set. What's in your neighbor's garage? I've heard about this fella who lives out here. Don John Domenico woke up one morning, and in his garage, he built a jet engine. And I'm gonna go see what it can do and what else we can make it do. Okay, this is your workshop.
Yep, this is the Bat Cave, if you will.
This is it?
This is it.
What's that?
That particular item is my Tesla coil. I actually built that 15 or 16 years ago. Basically what it does, it makes high frequency, high voltage electricity. I wouldn't suggest doing this with every Tesla coil made, but I'll give it a try. That's 500,000 volts going through my skin. It's actually traveling over the surface of my skin and not through me. That's why I'm not being electrocuted.
All your stuff is really cool, but show me the jet engines.
This is the GR-V1 Turbo Tug. The GR comes from Gian Domenico Research.
Turbo Tug.
Yeah, it's kind of based off.
It looks like an airport tug.
That's kind of what I was going for, yeah. The aircraft theme, you know. Yeah, it all pretty much nothing on paper, just came out of my head.
You built a helicopter engine and put it on a runway tug.
Pretty much, yeah. And it all started off with my fascination with seeing a friend run his jet engine on his model jet plane. And it ignited a fire in me. I had to know what makes a jet engine work. And so much so that I decided that I would build my own.
Your friend bought his jet engine?
Yes.
That's so cheating, isn't it?
It can be, yeah.
It's gotta be.
So eventually it evolved into the GR5A, which is what you see here, which involves a power turbine that takes the exhaust gases from this jet engine and puts them through a turbine that drives a gearbox that drives the wheels of the cart. It's completely self-contained. Hook a battery to it, turn it on, and it goes. It's something that I've kind of pride myself on inventing, well, at least fabricating. I'm pretty proud of it. I'm very happy.
I think you should be. I definitely think you should be. So there aren't very many key start jet turbines.
Not too many,
out
yeah.
there that you know of.
But it didn't stop there because I had to pull something with the tug, right? Mm-hmm. And we'll be getting to that.
Can we start this baby up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Come on, let's run this thing.
Wow.
That is too cool. It's two colas! Two! His jet-powered airport tug is ridiculously cool, but the coolest thing is still under the sheet. What do we have?
We're pulling my jet bike. I've got the GR.
Pulling the jet bike.
I needed something to pull, and here it is.
Let's see, what's under here? Ta-da, oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This is the heart. This is the heart of the engine, the heart of the bike. This is the GR7 engine, turbojet engine.
Don made a jet bike out of nothing. Pieces of metal pipe. That's crazy.
You'll notice that the engine is actually kind of a square, a cube. The engine was built before the bike, knowing that the bike would eventually be part of it. Because I knew it was going to be a bike, I just didn't know what this was. So to make it a bike, I have an aft section here that bolts on that has the rear wheel, and then I have this forward section.
This is amazing. I mean, you didn't buy this?
Actually, this right here, since this engine was unique, everything was done in stainless steel. It's an amazing metal, but very difficult to drill and deal with, but it was an amazing learning experience.
Stainless steel, super cool, jet bike.
There's only one of them in the world. There's only one like this.
So, propulsion.
Unlike the Turbo Tug, this uses pure thrust to push the bike down the track.
No drivetrain.
No drivetrain whatsoever. The wheels are connected to nothing on the motor. All it has to do with the pure reactive thrust of that engine. It's kind of like if you were to sit in an office chair and you were to throw a heavy weight in one direction, the chair would have a tendency to roll the other direction just because of that reaction.
Force shoots this way, bike goes that way.
Bike goes that way. That's exactly right.
The big question. The question everybody wants to know. How fast does she go? To find out, we brought it to the local airport. I mean, what better place to make a jet engine fly? The problem was, it was really cold, and jet engines don't like to be cold.
It's acting very funny.
You see any problems?
It's pretty cold up here. It's got to be 30 degrees, 32 degrees.
Jeez.
When it's cold, you don't want to play. The oil's really thick, and I've got my immersion heater in there, and I'm just trying to preheat the engine.
If it's too thick, the hydrostatic bearing will turn too slowly, and the engine won't start, so I gotta kind of preheat it, especially in cold weather.
This is taking it to a new limit at 30 degrees. I never thought I'd be running in this cold weather.
The engine is not igniting. It's going poof and it's blowing some smoke, but we don't have a constant ignition. You okay?
Problems, problems.
Did you try talking nice to it?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I know what's causing it. I just don't know how to remedy it in the field.
The field being this runway right here, right now. You're gonna trick it?
Yeah, I can try.
You can trick it.
I can trick
into
it
thinking that it's
thinking
okay.
that it's running normally until I can diagnose the problem.
Trick it. You're
right.
fine. There's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong.
Get me out of the toolbox in the trailer a socket wrench, and I'll wrap on the side of it. That'll make the contacts want to touch.
Don decides he's gonna trick the engine. I'm thinking something really, really complicated, right? He hit it with a wrench.
That should do it, I hope.
So he hits it with a wrench. The contacts in the brain of the motor connect. Boom, ignition. Motor works. I don't know, it's a little cold up here, it's a little breezy up here, it's not what the bike's used to, but we're gonna give it a shot and see what she's got.
Here you go. Now, here it comes.
Don.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, 65.
65.
Oh,
You're bummed about doing 65
Yeah.
miles an hour
Yeah.
on your jet bike.
yeah.
And this is just cool. The smoke clouds and the going by and zoom and kablam, and it's awesome. So what? Everybody does 65 miles an hour on a motorcycle with a drivetrain, with an engine that drives the back tire. He did it on a motorcycle that uses nothing but air, built out of pieces of metal pipe. Clearly, this guy can jet power anything. So I'm thinking we get him an office chair. I had a blast, and you got this baby up to 65, and that is pretty sweet, don't you think?
Yes, it was cool.
For something you didn't intend it to be.
Right.
I'm thinking I want to make the world's fastest office chair. You don't look like you think that's a good idea.
I'm mechanically, I'm thinking. I'm just going,
Why not?
how? Well, we'd have to take my beautiful bike apart.
We can't take all this and just set it on top of there.
Yeah, no. We'd have to make a a speed-worthy
Right.
frame for it.
We've got to make something.
wheels.
We've got to get something. We can't run it on those wheels.
Right, no, it can't go on those wheels, so we'd have to make almost an entirely new vehicle to support the engine. You can't really put the chair on top of it.
You can't put the chair under it.
Yeah, it's not gonna be stable enough.
Come on. We need some input, dude. What if we put them on the side?
Okay.
What do you have if you put a seat on the side of a motorcycle?
Yeah, you got a sidecar if you got a wheel on it.
We have a rocket jet powered sidecar.
Yeah,
Office chair.
That's good.
During the week, Don John Domenico fixes electrical problems for other people. On the weekends, he built a jet bike that just blasted him across the desert. It's a jet engine.
My dad worked for Hughes Aircraft. He was an engineer for many years and quite an influence on me. I remember many a weekend working on cars with him. It's one of the best memories I have as a kid. Of course, he never got a chance to see the jet bike before he passed away. My dad was very inspirational to me.
We're building an office chair sidecar for a jet bike. We can build this.
Yeah, we can build this.
Come on, why not? And we have 2 days to do it. We've got the airport again, Saturday afternoon. We have 48 hours to warp this baby. You think we can get this done?
Wow, that's a short amount of time, but yeah.
What side of the bike do we want to put the
Well,
chair on?
traditionally, I guess the sidecar would be on the right side. Safety is an issue, so the seat would have to be in front of the compressor section, because if the turbine was to have a problem, the shrapnel would go radially.
Oh, don't say shrapnel. No, we need a real office chair, because this is going to be unsafe.
Never actually been here, but I know they make furniture.
Oh, baby.
Wow, we got some chairs. This thing is really solid.
That one's steel. The mounting point for the sidecar seat is the post underneath it. Aluminum is not going to be strong enough to hold. We need steel.
There's plenty of steel, which I know how to work with.
I'm a little creeped out by that one.
Have to have armrests.
Okay.
Yeah. The armrest might also keep you centered into the chair.
But I have you to hang on to, honey.
Yeah.
We've got the lightest chair. This is the fastest chair you've got. Yep. I think we're gonna make it go a little faster.
Absolutely.
Don't you?
Absolutely.
Right.
We'll take it.
Okay.
Very good. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
So we need to do a little test. We jump on and just roll it out the driveway to see how fast it'll go before we connect the motor to it.
All right. Are you ready? Oh my God.
You might want to put a helmet on there.
What do we get?
13.
13.
I think with the jet engine,
Oh, we'll go faster.
I bet we can do 30. I'll tell you what, we hit 30 miles an hour, I babysit, you two go out.
Awesome.
Yeah?
Oh, I love it.
Can I borrow them for a couple more days?
Sure.
Everybody Don knows is coming to the airport to see this thing run, and we have 42 hours left.
Just give it a couple whacks, and off she goes.
Okay, so here's the question now.
How many wheels?
Our post is gonna come down, and we're gonna hook it to something. Do we have 2 wheels here? Do we want to have one
With
wheel?
a cantilever system. Yeah, no, I'm thinking one wheel because
Just
that
one,
way
'cause
the bike will support the other side of the wheel. If we want to go fast, we need something with little or no rolling resistance. So a large diameter wheel, preferably a tire with good pressure in it, will give us the best chance going the fastest.
Rolling resistance, you mean drag from the wheel itself?
Drag from the wheel itself, the bearings inside the wheel, the tire itself, just the deflection of the rubber on the
You
road.
just want something that's gonna spin easy.
Absolutely, that
Okay.
too, yeah. I got a spare wheel for the front end. So I'm thinking maybe this will work, John. Well, this will hold at least up to 100 miles an hour. Okay, the next question is where do we want to put the wheel?
Do you think the wheel should be?
If it was in line with the edge of the chair? Yeah, no, I like that. We need to measure that, mark that out.
That wouldn't be.
Too bad.
Our angle iron's gonna
Angle
run
iron,
here,
yep.
which is gonna bolt in here. So our gusset, our angled piece, is here.
Yep. I'm thinking maybe a vertical, just to have something bridging from here to here, a vertical piece.
Here's the plan. We're going to fabricate a sidecar out of carbon steel and attach at these points. The trick is, we're going to bolt this thing on using existing holes so we don't alter the bike at all.
Let's cut it at 28.
Okay. Don has all the steel we need in his garage because he's a steel pack rat.
So, let's cut this bad dog up. He's done. And that came out really nice, John. Really, once we get these holes drilled and that in place, I have a weldable, workable platform.
Hey, dude, you work the way you want to work.
This thing's rock solid, it ain't going anywhere.
The most complicated part of this whole build is trying to figure out how to secure the chair to the framework. This is what used to be the post that held the seat of the chair to the wheels of the chair. It's now going to hold the seat of the chair to this thing. You'll notice that there's a big taper in here. It's fatter here than it is there. We needed to make a cup to fit the post in, except the post tapered like this. That takes a little calculation. That takes some smarts. He has to make this tapered cup. What's he gonna use? What does he always use? Electrical conduit pipe. So Don tapered in a sleeve that fits here exactly. Our post goes in there. Our seat will go about here, and the post will compress. Time is running out, and we just continue to add weight. It's gonna take the weight of me and the chair. About 240 pounds altogether. You feeling level on there?
I do, yeah, absolutely.
I honestly had no idea how fast this thing might go. So here's Don, an electrician, a family man. No, today, test pilot. I'm the co-pilot. Everybody he knows is there. The airport is full. This fella out here has created a jet-powered motorcycle. And now we have added an office chair to it. All right. Crowds are lining the runway, and here we go. Ready?
Let's go.
We had built it very well. Everything made perfect sense. The angles were good. I knew the thing was strong. I trust you, buddy. But to see it on the runway, it's an office chair, no seatbelt, next to a jet bike, with an engine that may run and may turn into a hand grenade. We don't know if this is going to work. We got Mike on the radar gun. You have a GPS that's going to be in your pocket?
Yep, got
All right,
me.
we should have max speed, no problems.
No problem.
Yeah, baby, what do you think? You guys ready? We added a lot of extra weight. I look down and Don's pushing with his foot. This is not a hopeful start. So we sort of crawl our way up to the starting line. It feels very, very stable. Is it gonna push? We don't know, but now's the time. Hit the throttle.
Here we go, everyone.
It's faster than I've ever gone in an office chair, but is it 30 miles an hour?
Hey! Hold it. 43, baby. 43. This guy is the man.
43, we hit 43.
Awesome. This is great.
But knowing Don, I didn't think that he had that thing all the way open. You weren't holding back for my sake, were you?
a little bit.
No, come on, man. I've done dumber things than this. I knew he didn't. I knew he had more. And I challenged him. What do we get, 43?
Yeah, 43.
45. One more time.
Okay.
I'll get
45.
Come on, 45.
That's good.
45.
That's good.
Come on, 45. Can we do it? 45.
Tucking your elbows, knees together, I think you go fast.
Okay. All right. I said 45. I thought he might hit 46.
Okay, here he comes. $44, $46, $47.
What we get?
48 miles an hour.
Good, bro. Hey! Take it. You want to do this?
Yeah.
All right, man. 48 miles an hour.
Fine.
That's impossible.
There you go. That's a blast.
We did 48 miles an hour in an office chair, powered by a jet turbine. Built it in his garage. It's crazy. Yeah, that was great. That was a lot of fun. I'm babysitting. Hey, Amelia, how about if we put a rocket engine on that thing?